If I can tell you anything that you need to know, is if I can do it, you can do it. My name is Jeffery D and this is my story. When I was younger, basketball was the sport that my neighborhood played growing up. I remember when I was 14 years old, I had tried out for my middle school basketball team and I got cut, and it eventually sparked my desire to really pursue basketball as a career. I went to Dreamt High School here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I played freshman on the freshman team and we won a county championship with that team. And then I transitioned into varsity the next year. And by the time I made it to college at Mississippi State University, I played point guard. When I graduated college, I decided to train to stay around the sport so I can stay in shape. And that actually worked out for me. I started building relationships with different people, training kids, teaching them everything I had learned while I was in school. And that catapulted me to stay involved and still pursue my sport. Fast forward to this past year, on March 21st, it was around 6 p.m. at a gym. As I was going up for an alley-oop, I remember jumping, hearing a pop, and my knee snapped. So I tore the patella tendon in my right knee. That night, I was 10 weeks away from playing in a European Summer League in Spain, and I was supposed to have bought my ticket that night that I injured myself. And the doctor looked at me, she said she was sorry, but you're done for the rest of the year. It started a long, grueling process of physical therapy, of accepting what had just happened. To have surgery was completely new for me. I didn't know what to expect. It really challenged my character multiple times. It sent me into some dark places, but I remember the moment everything changed. I received an email of the story of this guy who had a similar injury, and he went through the questions of asking himself to stop becoming the victim and start looking at the positive. So the question was, God, why has this happened to me? It transitioned to, what has this injury made possible? And when I asked myself that, God, what has this injury made possible? The list was extremely long. I was closer to my friends and family. I appreciated nature more. I worshiped God more. I was closer to my wife. I was more humble. Like, so many things came out of this. And at some point I stopped becoming a victim to my circumstances and started looking at this as an opportunity to grow. Fall of 2021, I had this strong urge to still pursue or still chase basketball. And I remember writing a book about chasing pro and how even if I never make it to the destination, simply progressing towards that worthy ideal or that worthy dream makes me a pro. And I remember telling my wife, I said, hey, I don't think I'm gonna be at this position long term. I still wanna play. And it was very scary because I knew at that moment I needed to leave my job. To fully train, to fully commit to working on my body and my health, I needed to have the flexibility in my schedule. So in February, I officially left my job, and I have been training ever since. And it's been amazing to see how God has provided for us financially, how He has restored a lot of my lost confidence and rebuilt my body to be stronger than it has been in the past. So May 31st, I'm flying out to Valencia, Spain to officially have my first pro basketball experience. I'll be there 3 weeks in the European Summer League, and hopefully God will open some doors after that. And I just appreciate where He's brought me from and how far I've come. And if I can tell you anything that you need to know, is if I can do it, you can do it. And it's not anything from my personal strength, it's realizing that God was with me the whole time. That's why I can do it, because I know God has always been with me through this process.